Hello, everybody. It's Max with Crypto Talk now. Could Quant QNT become the Bitcoin of ISO 222 compliant tokens slash coin projects? Well, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I feel as though there's a few things that can happen to achieve such a statement that I just basically made. For one, when you look at the circulating supply of Quant compared to the likes of Bitcoin, they're very similar. They're not exactly similar, but they are very, very similar. So, for instance, you see that the circulating supply of Quant is 12,072,738. If anything, that tells you that there's scarcity there. Okay. And of course, also with Bitcoin, scarcity. Now, of course, there's a huge difference between the two. One has utility and the other one doesn't. And I'm not gonna get into the whole, apples and oranges comparison with that. But again, pointing out the scarcity, I think that is crucial, and especially when it comes to any type of crypto. In order for it to do well, you have to have the supply and demand. And you see Quant right now as we speak. There's tremendous demand for it. Even as we speak, I've heard reports of certain exchanges not having enough Quant, and as a result, they can't really keep up with the demand, right? So, with that said, if they can't keep up with it, there is tremendous demand, right? There's the demand right there, just even thinking about it. Now, on top of that, when you see some of these statements, this comes straight from Fast Company. A few key takeaways I want to point out, and that is this. Um, for instance, it says right here, and this, of course, comes from Gene Pesme, who's the World Bank's Global Director of Finance. He states, really think that cross-border payments is the next agenda for the next frontier. The next frontier, as far as crypto is concerned, as far as a digital payment system, the influx of tremendous amounts of money being transferred between nations. And in this case, when it comes to Quant, cross border payments, in particular with Latin America. Of course, I feel there's a little bit more to it, and we'll get to that in a second. On top of that, look at this quote. This comes straight from Gilbert Verdian, the founder and CEO of Quant. He states, um, for many business owners, exporting products is hard to entertain the idea of having to wait weeks to be paid, but that's the situation, of course, facing entrepreneurs in Latin America. He states, quote, it comes down to cash flow and there's a lot of uncertainty. You can't have transparency where your money is and how long it will take to get paid, of course. Um, and another thing I want to point out, of course, is back to that previous example, and from what's his name, um, Gene Pesme of the World Bank. He mentions this right here. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of enormous potential when it comes to renewable electricity. We already know that. But he feels as though the largest transformation may result from accelerated digitalization, which could create job opportunities and boost financial services in the region, in particular Latin America. Of course, Verdian of Quant wants to be part of this transformation, and it seems certain that blockchain is going to make it just that because it promises to automate transactions and transform industries, um, which is absolutely revolutionary. Now, in closing thoughts, if you think about it as we speak, Quant basically sets itself above the pack currently. I'm not talking about in way into the future. There's a lot of things that can happen, and I'm also not bashing on XRP. I'm a fan of XRP, but let's face it, XRP is they have a vision for the future of what they want to do when it comes to possibly replacing Swift. They're obviously a lot more faster, more efficient. Think about this: they have to get to that point where they replace Swift and do the whole thing with countries and so on. Look at what's going on with Quant as we speak. They are already offering and handling real world solutions for cross border payments in a very, very fast and efficient way. So the difference is one is already currently doing it, and the other one is just basically outlining a vision and a roadmap to make that happen. So, if anything, the way I look at it is word will get around of how successful Quant is with what they got going on in Latin America. And if anything, I think you're going to see other countries, maybe in South America, maybe over in Africa, you name it, that's going to recognize what happened with Quant, and they're going to want to go ahead and hop on board with that. That's why I'm making those bold, predictions, if you will, when it comes to Quant. And I don't think I'm too far off. So with that said, let me know what you guys think in regards to Quant. Drop it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, for instance, this video. Thanks again for watching today's video. May all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.